We're starting on the Sample Size tab. In this video, we'll talk about setting time to event sample size calculations other than enrollment, which will be discussed in 3 separate short videos. Type 1 error in Power is set as for any other endpoint. You need to select time to event here. Randomization ratio is set as elsewhere, with the number of experimental patients in the numerator divided by the number of controlled patients in the denominator. And we'll expand input so we can see the controls for hazard ratios and failure rates a little better. So generally you plan for a constant hazard ratio. Here we've got 0.6. If we want to go to 0.7, just move up there. The other option is to select power for non-inferiority. Generally your alternate hypothesis is a hazard ratio of 1, and you're trying to rule out a null hypothesis of something like 1.3. Okay, so we'll change back to superiority and take a look at failure rates. Failure rates can be specified either as medians or as failure rates. So for something like a cardiovascular trial, you might use a failure rate in terms of a exponential parameter, while for many cancer trials you often plan in terms of a median. So here we have a 6-month median. We also specify a dropout rate, which again is an exponential parameter of, in this case, 0.01 per unit of time, whether you're doing it in units of months or years or weeks. It doesn't really matter. You just have to consistently use the same time unit throughout. The output will always state months here, but that's something we have not put an option in to fix yet. So that's the basics on setting hazard ratios and failure rates.